Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. This is Kevin Moon from God's Country. It's time for your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's weather. Now, here's my friend, Dr. Don.
How to do, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your weather forecast for Friday, July 22nd, 2022. Boy, it was an ugly Thursday afternoon across East Alabama and West Georgia. Tiffany Nicole sends us some photographs this morning of the clouds yesterday and also some nasty lightning. I mean, there was incredible lightning across the area yesterday. We were recording up to around 900 strikes in 2-minute time periods at times yesterday across central and east Alabama. It was just amazing. So some of you saw storms yesterday. Some of you didn't see as many storms yesterday. We'll explain all of that. We'll tell you what happened yesterday and what we think is going to happen today, coming up in this edition of your Prime Time Forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Be sure you click that link at the top of this video to get that cost-free, no-obligation insurance quote so you become eligible to win the Dr. Don Weather app and that Car Freshie from K&L Car Charms. And coming up in our next drawing, we're giving away 2 more tickets to go to this year's Vern Fest coming up at the end of this month in Woodland. Little Texas will be in concert along with Kevin Moon and Callie Knight. The Dr. Don Road Show will be there. We're going to be giving away T-shirts, so we need you to get your tickets today so that you can come hang out with us for this year's Vern Fest in Woodland, Alabama. So don't forget to follow us over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and click that little bell so that when we go live for severe weather, you'll get that notification. Now, we were not able to go live yesterday. Folks, we've been doing this for a long time, and I have always told you that there could come a day where I'm not able to go live to cover severe weather because of my my grocery buying job, my bill paying job. And while it has not happened very often at all, yesterday was one of those situations. Unfortunately, we have a missing person up here in northeast Georgia up on Lake Nottely. And we were in the middle of a search and rescue mission all day yesterday. Unfortunately, we were not successful yesterday, but we're tied up with that all day long. And so what happens in situations like that, when I can't go live, we do post the information on social media. And we did that yesterday all day long. So always have multiple ways of receiving severe weather information because there's always that chance that I'm not going to be able to be there either because of job duties or for technical reasons. A lot of times we get severe weather up here in northeast Georgia at the exact same time as you guys down there in East Alabama and West Georgia. And there's always, it was just 3 weeks ago, I got struck by lightning and took out a bunch of equipment. So you got to have multiple ways of receiving severe weather information. I will always be there with you if there's any way possible. It just so happens yesterday was one of those cases. I just couldn't be there. All right, so moving forward, what are we going to be looking at today? I don't think we look at anything today like what we saw yesterday. We've got some interesting stuff going on out there this morning, which I'll show you on the radar in just a few moments. But for today, I think we're looking at more of a general scattered thunderstorm pattern in the afternoon. We'll see the sun from time to time today. Now, there are going to be some thunderstorms out there this afternoon, and if you happen to get caught under one of them, they could be rather strong, but I'm not looking for organized severe weather today like we saw yesterday. And as we look at Saturday, pretty much the same, just general scattered afternoon thunder across Alabama and Georgia, and Sunday, carbon copy of Saturday. Nothing major expected out there as far as thunderstorms are concerned. So let's take a look at your tropics. No new tropical formation expected in the next 5 days. Tropics have been extremely quiet so far this year. Looking at the current conditions in 5 points at the East Alabama Bee Company. It's currently 89 degrees. High temperature yesterday before the storms hit, 88. Mostly cloudy out there this morning. That'll give way to partly cloudy skies later this morning. We have a calm wind. The humidity is 98%. Barometric pressure 30.02. A little over a half inch of rain recorded at 5 points at the East Alabama Bee Company. Some folks got a whole lot more than that. There were some areas of Tallapoosa County that picked up well over 2 inches. But generally speaking, across Randolph, Chambers, and then over into West Georgia, we're looking at about a half to 3/4 of an inch. From Clay, Tallapoosa west and down into the southern parts of Tallapoosa and portions of Lee, we saw a good bit more of that rainfall yesterday afternoon. So rainfall amounts are higher down there. Sunrise this morning at 5:47. Sunsets this evening at 7:48 p.m. So this afternoon, we're looking at a partly sunny day, 87 in Roanoke. Not quite as hot today as what we've seen the last several days, and the humidity levels will come down just a little bit today with that cold front passage yesterday. 86 in Ashland. Lineville goes to 87. 86 in Wedowee and Woodland. 87 up in Ranburne. We'll do 88 in Alexander City. Valley goes to 87, and Tallahassee tops out this afternoon at 88 degrees. So here's your 6-day forecasts from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent, will give you a 40% chance of a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. So 2 things happened yesterday. We had a MCS mesoscale system come down through North Georgia early yesterday morning. So that moved down into middle Georgia by noon yesterday. And so what happened was the extreme western edge of that line of storms made it into East Alabama. We're talking about Cleburne, Randolph, Chambers, and then, of course, our West Georgia counties saw that as well. That helped stabilize the atmosphere yesterday morning, so that when the main line formed yesterday afternoon and moved into central Alabama, we saw bigger storms, more rain, and more lightning in Clay, Talladega, Tallapoosa, down into Elmore and portions of Lee than what we saw over in East Alabama and West Georgia. So the morning storms kind of stabilized the atmosphere across the extreme eastern sections of East Alabama and West Georgia yesterday morning, and then we had those big storms yesterday afternoon. Well, that MCS complex that came in yesterday afternoon has stalled out pretty much across southwest Alabama, though it's still putting down some big thunder down there around New Orleans. We'll show you that in a bit. But we've got a real interesting feature that has developed this morning. We'll show you that coming up after the 6-day forecast, because I gotta show the pictures. Cool stuff. So 40% chance of rain this afternoon. 87 will be the high. Saturday, a 30% chance of rain. Sunday, a 30% chance. Oh, you get the idea. 30% back to normal afternoon scattered thunderstorms. 30% chance of rain all the way through Tuesday of next week. Temperatures slowly rise back up into the low 90s starting on Saturday and continuing all the way through next Wednesday. Let's look at the Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. See what I'm talking about right here? This thing is spinning. It looks like a low pressure system. This is what's left. This is low-level circulation that was left behind by that MCS that came through late yesterday afternoon. It looks like a tropical storm. And so it's just sitting over here in West Alabama, kind of spinning away this morning and developing some showers from Selma back up to Clanton over to around Tuscaloosa. That may continue to work on off to the east, northeast. So we could see a few scattered showers yet this morning from the leftover clouds and dirty stuff that came from yesterday afternoon's storm. And then as we get the heating of the day going, this area may produce yet some more showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. And then, of course, we could have scattered storms on top of that. So that's why we're giving you a 40% chance of activity this afternoon across East Alabama and West Georgia. Big storms continue down there around New Orleans. That's the leading edge of that line that came through Alabama yesterday afternoon into yesterday evening. So other than that, at the moment, we look good across East Alabama and West Georgia. Maybe a few light sprinkles in southwest Clay back up into Talladega County and over into extreme western Coosa. But nothing happening across most of East Alabama or West Georgia at this hour. That may change this afternoon. Hey, don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com, where you can help support us by hitting that donate button. If you're on Facebook, we love to receive Facebook stars, so please continue to send those to us. That helps support us here at Dr. Don's Weather. And you can get my daily weather forecast over on God's Country at 90.9 FM or on the Classic 89.7, East Alabama's Classic Rock Giant. Thank you to those folks you see scrolling on the screen. Those are our partners here on Dr. Don's Weather, such as Mr. Mark Mitchell with Bama Diesel Repair and Roger Bell with Roger Bell Auto Brokers. These folks help support us so that we can bring you this weather information and bring you the live severe weather coverage when we go live. If you own a business and would like to support us here at Dr. Don's Weather, all you have to do is send me a message on Messenger, and we can have you started before we do our very next weather forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will be first thing tomorrow morning right here on Dr. Don's Weather. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. Bye now.